Yeah, I think my favorite thing about Chamber Music Northwest is the family feeling that's created. Everywhere we go, it feels like everything's really comfortable and familiar. The audiences are familiar with Chamber Music Northwest, so we just get to slip right in and perform our show. There's this feeling that they're really building something very special here.
One of the things we really appreciate about working with Chamber Music Northwest is outreach is already really at the forefront of what you're doing. You're also amazingly able to offer this to the community at no cost.
Welcome to the Tualatin Public Library. So they're an amazing community partner for Chamber Music Northwest. And we were here this morning with a group of families and of children, most under the age of 5, interacting, dancing, hearing music, and listening to a story in music. Education and community engagement are, of course, the name of these activities and what we do all grouped together. But I think what it's about is the acknowledgement that music performance is and should be for all. They might react differently and they might need a different space from the typical concert hall, but we want to play for them too.
We mentioned music education in the schools, but there's also music education for adults as well. We've done musical explorer programs in the past. And of course, our master classes and coachings, our open rehearsals, visits to senior living facilities, visits to community programs like Pere Blanchet House. We really are trying to remove any barrier of somebody coming to listen to a Chamber Music Northwest event. And cost is typically that first barrier. So yeah, completely free.
When I was growing up, I remember experiencing musical events or getting to experience like playing instruments, and I really wanted that for my son. And so whenever we get a chance, I want him to experience that because I think he'll remember it for a long time and he can interact with the music how he wants to, whether that's inspiring him to play an instrument eventually or just have appreciation for music and arts.
I know what it takes in terms of having that support to be able to do these kinds of things. And I think it's incredible that Chamber Music Northwest is able to do that. I know I have a lot of faith that what you're bringing to us is really high quality, that you have done that work to make sure that what they're bringing to audiences is going to connect with them.
Yes, what a note!
You're also just delightful to work with.
Challenges that any organization is going to continuously face is funding. And so I think the fact that we have so much support from our community and our board and sponsors for these amazing programs is essential. There's a decline in music education, and because of that, arts organizations, I think, are having to vamp up what they're offering the community. It kind of defeats the purpose if we have to charge for that. And it's always so wholesome and rewarding to me when I go to a school or a community partner and I'm able to tell them that it's free of charge. They do not have to pay anything, because I'm sure that's not always the case. And so for me, as somebody organizing these programs, thank you, because it makes my life so much easier to just be these are here for you. These are resources. These are programs, and you don't have to worry about paying us. We have the support, and we want to bring it to you. And thank you for continuing to support these programs because they are essential.
I think supporting this sort of thing is important because the younger generations are in need of a lot of music and art in their life. I think that right now, people need a lot of that, and I think it brings a lot of joy. That's why I want to go to these concerts as much as I can.